Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Believe For It by Ce Ce Winans. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you want to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and you don't need a capo today, and let's get started. Alright, so again, you don't need a capo, which is great, and the key of the song is in G, so common chords for everybody, and the chords are actually very easy to play. So let's break it down. You're going to need to know the following chords: G, C, D, E minor, and G over B. Alright, so let's talk about specifics. For the G chord, I'm putting my middle finger on the low E string, 3rd fret. My index finger is going on the A string, 2nd fret. Ring finger and pinky are going on the high E and B strings, 3rd fret. And you get to strum everything for the G chord. For C, I'm actually just keeping the same shape, but bumping the top 2 fingers down. So my middle finger is going to go on the A string, now on the 3rd fret, and index finger is on the D string, 2nd fret. Don't strum the low E though, this is the C chord. Now you might realize, obviously, that's a different chord shape from the traditional C, which is this one, but you can play either one, whatever works for you. For the D chord, I'm putting my index finger on the G string, 2nd fret, ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and the middle finger goes on the high E, 2nd fret, and I'm going to avoid strumming the low E and A strings for this, so it's really just the D string on down. And last but not least, the E minor chord. Now you can do it one of 2 ways. I like to keep the pinky and ring finger down on the high E and B strings, 3rd fret, kind of like for the G chord, so it's an easy switch for some people. Some people don't like that, and you can keep those fingers off. So again, whatever floats your boat, and I'll let you hear the difference. So index finger, regardless, is going to go on the A string, 2nd fret, and the middle finger goes on the D string, 2nd fret also. Here's with the B string and high E pressed down on the 3rd fret. And here's without. I actually like the high E and B strings pressed down, but whatever floats your boat and whatever you think is going to benefit you and your team. My last chord is G over B. Put your index finger on the A string, 2nd fret, and then the ring finger and pinky again go on the high E and B strings of the 3rd fret, and you're going to avoid strumming the low E string. Now you can blunt it with the middle finger, so you can kind of play a G chord but lift off that middle finger slightly so that when you plug it, nothing's really going to sound. But when you play your index finger A string, that's really what you're emphasizing, that B note on the 2nd fret. Now here's that without me blunting the low E. Just a little subtle difference between that and the G chord. All right, now I'm going to put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along while we play, and don't worry, I'll cover strumming patterns after we play through the song. All right, here we go. C, E minor, D, G over B, 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 C, E minor, D, C, E minor, D, G over B, 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 C, E minor, D, G, D, E minor, G over B, C, E minor, D, G, D, E minor, G over B, C, E minor, D, C, E minor, D, C, E minor, D, G over B, C, E minor, Well, everybody, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's talk about strumming patterns, and actually let's focus on my favorite part, the bridge. And right before the bridge, there's this chord movement. D, D, E minor, C, C, G, G. If you can practice that outside of the song and just isolate that, that'll help you once you get to it, that you don't anticipate it or get like so worried about it and anxious about it. It's going to be awesome, but just make sure that your timing is right. So let's try that again. D, D, E minor. And I'm just doing down strums for that. One more time. D, D, E minor. Twice. C, C, G, G. Or da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Of course, that's just the strumming pattern for it. Let's talk about the main strumming pattern that I'm using once the second chorus comes around after verse 2. This is starting on G. Mostly just eighth notes and once in a while syncopating or just following the melody line, especially when I'm changing chords. So let's do that just a little slower. G, D, E minor, G over B, C, E minor, D. And if I take away my left hand, a little slower. That's the pattern that I'm using for most of the song up until that break when the bridge comes. For the beginning, it's actually really easy. You only have to strum whole notes, and it's very tempting to get into a pattern and overplay. And of course, if you've seen that video with Paul Balash's team, he actually does make a great point. You don't want to overplay and allow the other instruments to take their part and make it the best that the band can sound, rather than having one instrument just go crazy and it just sounds very muddy in the mix. So for the beginning, starts on C, E minor, D, G over B, C, E minor, D. Now, after the first verse is done, the next verse starts, and you could add a little bit more, something like this. Again, you don't want to do a full eighth note strumming pattern there. Allow the other instruments to shine by playing their part, and you can play your part too by just doing what you're supposed to be doing and not going crazy with your strumming. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and comment below on what else you want to see in the future. I have to go pick up my son who is napping upstairs, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye.